And welcome back to the Red Booth Show. I'm here with Robert Rusler, and you may know him from many different movies, including Nightmare on Elm Street, and all the way up through now, you're on Ray Donovan.
I hope someone remembers my character. I was Ray Donovan's wife's first boyfriend from high school. And we hadn't seen each other in many years, but since I had gotten into a motorcycle accident and lost the use of my legs, so now I'm a Patriots fan stuck in a wheelchair.
Oh, man.
Yes.
So you have to actually play that, which I'm sure is like a little bit interesting, playing somebody that's handicapped as well, and with accent.
Yes.
So
you know, funny. And when I did the show, I went on set, and I'm kind of a method actor, and so I hung around with some of my buddies that are Southies, and got into the wheelchair, and I rolled up on set, and I stayed in my chair throughout probably half the day. And when they finally turned around on me, and we had a little break, we shot the master and all of the other actors' close-ups and coverage. And then it was probably 5 hours of working that I didn't get out of the wheelchair. And when they finally came to turn around, I got up to stretch, and they were like, "Oh, what? Oh my God, you can walk?" And the director was like, "It's called acting. Hello." I just like to stay in character, and now the show's back in New York, so I'm flying out. I'm going to be in Brooklyn.
Nice.
And I'm really excited to get back on the show.
That is so cool. How long do you think you'll be out there this time?
Well, they have me for a month now, so we'll see if that turns into longer. We'll see.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
See, now you can kind of like expect to see more of this character.
If they don't murder me.
If they don't murder you.
You
Right,
never
because,
know.
that happens all the time with Southies. They just murder each other, you know?
Absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely.
right?
I mean, you never know what to expect on Ray Donovan. There's a lot going on, and it's a terrific show. Obviously a terrific cast, and the crew's wonderful, and I'm just really excited to be back on a Showtime show.
And that's so cool, by the way. I mean, super congratulations for you for being on that. And
Thank you.
I know that it must be fun to work on something like this. And I wanted to ask, like, how did you first get the part? Like, how did it come to you?
Well, agent called and said, "You have an audition," and they sent me the sides, and I showed up the next day. And the funny thing about this show, particularly this audition, was it was kind of a cattle call, more than what I'm used to, and I saw some actors that I had seen in movies like The Town, and real Southie guys. And my father happens to be from Lynn, Massachusetts, so
okay.
I do know when he got angry, all that came out. So I grew up with it. But I mean, I'm not from Massachusetts, and I'm not from New York. I'm from here. But I just went for it, and I like I said, I have some buddies that are from South Boston.
Yeah.
And they gave me some tips, and I kept the tips really simple. And I did my audition, and I kind of forgot about it, because you just go for it, leave it in the room, and move on. That's what I've learned in my 37 years as an actor.
Wow.
And then
That's a good tip, you guys. Seriously, I know, because a lot of people stress out about auditions. Like, it's one of the most frightening or unpleasant parts of doing this business for a lot of people, I think.
Absolutely. I mean, look, everything is in the preparation. So if and my work ethic is, I do the homework, I execute, I stay out of results, and I move on. And when my manager and agent called me the next day and said, "How did it go in there?" I said, I don't know. I think it went pretty good. I'm not sure. And they said, "Well, you got the role."
Wow.
And so they signed me on as a recurring part, and you never know what's going to go with the storyline. And so we were going on expecting to do more than one episode, but I wound up only doing one episode, and it's because where the writing goes. It's never something to take personal.
Right.
So when I knew that I wasn't going to do another episode following that one, I was like, well, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was one and out. I'm stoked to be on that show.
Yeah.
and then now 2 seasons later to get a call back and be going back on the show is really, delightful, and it's a gift.
Totally. I mean, it's fantastic, and I'm glad that they decided to go into that direction with your character and have more of it on there. And I think everyone's going to enjoy talking with you and hearing I'm trying to do I'm terrible at accents. Actually, I could try, but they're going to enjoy seeing you do that character and, all the other stuff that's going to be happening on the show as well.
Yeah, I love characters like this because I like playing characters with complexity. I like playing characters with range, and like every actor does. But I've made a great career out of really playing a lot of different types of characters with a lot of different looks and a lot of different dispositions and inclinations.
That's the fun of it, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, we have to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Robert Rusler. Hey, I'm talking with Robert Rusler. Keep watching the show by clicking here.